Hi guys, how are you? It's Michelle. Let's talk about it. Welcome to my channel. Okay, so we're on to day 4 of daily motivation. Now, I'm going to be totally transparent. I got up this morning, my usual 4 o'clock. I did 2 hours of work, and I wanted to do this video, but I just wasn't motivated. I didn't feel like it. All the usual things. So I took a break, had breakfast, and I went back to bed once I had put my daughter, got her ready and sent her off to school, husband gone, and it was just me. Um, I'm telling you this because there will come times when you just don't have the drive. We are only human. But what makes the difference is how you react to what you're feeling at that point in time. Now, for me, my reaction was okay, I'm going to take a break, go back to bed, get some rest. Maybe that's what I need to be energized. We'll see how it goes. So I did go back to bed and I slept for 2 hours and then I got up and I said, okay, let's do this. I looked at my to do list, a few things to do, very little crossing out, which is what I love to do, which shows me the small accomplishments. And there was one particular to do thing that is still on the list from last week that I have not been wanting to do, but I told myself it has to be done, so let's just do this. So today's quote is this: remember, confidence is created by the small things you do every single day that build trust in yourself. This is from Mel Robbins' book, The 5 Second Rule. Now, when I saw that, I thought, yes, how can I motivate myself, build my own confidence? It's simple, people, step by step. Nobody expects you to build a 20 towers skyscraper in one day. It just doesn't happen. It's a time process, and we need to be more gentle with ourselves. Um, I will be the first one to say that I have a perfect, perfect, perfectionistic attitude. I like to see things done well, and that could be good and that could be bad. Because if you do something and you don't think it's perfect, you keep doing it again and again, and you're just not getting where you want to be. Sometimes what happens is you stall. Your perfection inhibits your own progress. So I have learned that. So it's not that I don't aspire to perfection. I do the best I can at that point in time with the tools I have and the circumstances available. And that's going to be my perfection. So I'm not going to labor over it unnecessarily. It's not going to change the fact that it's not where I want it to be 100%. So it simply means I have to go back to the drawing board with new information, not the same information that's giving me the same result. That is madness. And I'm sure you're familiar with the cliche where it says, if you keep getting the same results by doing the same thing over and over, what are you expecting change? It's not going to happen. So um, be gentle with yourself. Take small steps to get to where you need to be based on the amount of information you have as you make the journey. Something else I want to talk about is this problems. We all have problems. However, the key is to define the problems. You have temporary problems and permanent problems. And this is what I learned from Mel. Now, a few examples of permanent problems, the things that you cannot change, which brings me to another cliche where accept the things you cannot change. Work with them. That's the best you can do because nothing you are going to do is going to change it. That's a permanent problem. For example, time. You can't change time. Every single person on this earth has the same amount of time, 24 hours a day, full stop. The rich, the poor, the middle income earners, it doesn't matter. We all have the same amount of time. We cannot change that. It may be a problem how we manage our time, that we can change, which is a temporary problem. However, let's go on to things we cannot change, permanent problems. Age. Oh, nobody wants to get old. I cherish becoming more mature because I learned so much more as I travel this path. I think it's a sophistication title once you get older. And the fact that you're learning as you go makes it even more fabulous. You can't do anything about age. It happens, and it's also closely associated with time. You can't do anything about it. The past. We all like to hold on to the past. Oh, what if I had done that? I should have, I could have. Who cares, guys? It's gone. Let it be. Hanging on to it, thinking about it, it's not going to change. It's a done deal. Okay, admit you made mistakes or whatever it is. Let's go to the future, learning from what we have, done before, the past. But don't keep holding on to it because it's not going to change. It's going to be a permanent problem. Family. We don't get to choose our family in the beginning. We're just a seed, and somebody chooses to bring us to this world. We may not like our families. There are families or extended families, non-biological families that are even better for us as families. We can choose those. But the ones where we're bound to by blood, we can't change that. So let's not waste time. And another one is other people. We cannot change people. Those are character traits that they have developed in themselves. They are who they are. Nothing you or I say is going to make a difference if that's what they're focused on. So we need to either walk away, but definitely don't try to change. We can make suggestions, but let's not go to war about other people and their character traits. It's an exercise in futility. Now, the temporary problems are the ones we can change, like a decision, any decision that you make. You are in control of that decision. You can make a decision as long as it's to the good of you and those that you love. Something as simple as your body change, your body shape. Everybody can change that. It just means commitment, a new diet, or eating the right foods, doing exercise, whatever it is, you can do it. It's a temporary thing. You can do that. How long you choose to make it happen, it's totally up to you also. So that's something you can change. Your relationships, your work relationships, your intimate relationships, your platonic relationships, these are things you can change. You're in a relationship that's just making you age quicker than you'd like to, leave it. Don't stay there and let yourself go depressed or age more, get more gray hairs. Walk away. I know these decisions may not be easy, but in the long run, you stand to benefit. And so does the other person, because neither of you will be growing when there is no motivation to get past the wall that's stopping the relationship from thriving. So, temporary problem, we can change. Work issues. We all talk about work. We want to go to work. It's not the best paying job. Blah 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 blah. Okay, you have identified a temporary problem. You don't like your job. What are you doing to make that change? Are you doing more applications, looking around for more jobs? Are you getting new skills that can equip you to step out on your own? It's all about moving past where you are, people. These are things you can change. So stop the complaining. Just take the dive and do something. The next thing is a combination of these problems, the permanent and the temporary. The most important thing is to decide which is which and how you're going to deal with it. Permanent, can't do anything, let it go, adapt yourself, work around it, work with it, but don't try to fix it. It's not going to be fixed. Temporary problems, you have a choice. You can decide what you will allot in terms of time to getting it fixed. Nobody's holding a gun to your head and say it has to be done now. No, you decide how you're going to fix it, how long it's going to take for it to be fixed. And you have to have a vision of your desired outcome. Just a little idea of how things can be done. And just take it in stages, people. It's something you learn all the day, but we really don't put it into action, which brings me back to our quote for today, which has really resonated for me, especially today. Remember, confidence is created by the small things that you do every single day that builds trust in yourself. You are responsible for you. And one way to build your confidence is to do small steps on that to-do list or whatever, however, but take the small step, and for each small step that you take, reward yourself. Have a glass of wine, have a favorite pastry, just do something to say to yourself, you did good today, Michelle. Here's to you. Let's look for the next day. So that's it, folks. Have a great day, and I hope this little talk today will help you to, take things in stride. Be gentle with yourself. You are your own critic, and sometimes we are our worst as well. But that's going to change. We will start building our self confidence so that we can help the next person if we look back, if and when we look back and see how far we've come. So that's it. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.